Hi friends, this is Sarah. Welcome to Crafting and Relaxing. Thank you so much for joining me. Today I'm going to share some things that I made out of scraps and some custom cards that I made. I did all this stuff on my girls' beach weekend. Some of you might call it a crafty retreat. It's just a bunch of people having fun for the weekend. And I just wanted to show you a few things that didn't make it into other videos. So first of all, you know how you get those pieces of paper when you're doing a scrapbook page or a journal and you cut off 3 inches or 4 inches or 2 inches, or you're making cards and you have that 2-inch piece. I made envelopes with some of these little cuties. Now these were thinner papers. I do lean towards thinner papers when I make envelopes for a couple of reasons. I don't like them for that much other stuff. And a couple of these, like this one was big. This one I have a bunch of. So I was just trying to use them up. This actually wasn't decorated. I stamped it. I cut the piece the way I wanted it, and then I just stamped right on it with this adorable stamp from Nellie's Choice. And it is made in China. I got it at Whimsy's and I just thought it was adorable. So I made little envelopes and I made quite a few. This is just a couple that I kept out to show you. And I think these small ones are 2-inch squares and 3. I just experimented until I got it. It wasn't a template or a die or anything like that. Then I had one of those sheets of paper where I glue random things down and then I stitch through it. And I was thinking these would go across the top of a pocket on a journal page. Look, here's another little tiny envelope. I just used whatever papers. Okay, so maybe you have a pocket like this. Pretend these go together better. And then you want to add some texture and you would put this here and then you would have your embellishment or your sentiment, whatever. Just a way to add interest to journal pockets. Here's a more neutral one so you get the idea. And maybe we would go this way because it has that cutout and then decorate it up. So that's what I was thinking for these long ones. They could also go vertically on a page, but they just might add some interest. This one probably needs to be torn across the bottom to build your layer on here. Then I had some other little cuties too. Bits of blue. Do you think we're having focusing problems? You guys should tell me if my videos are just not good. So bits of blue. Bloom and Grow was an embellishment from a 6x6 pad long ago that had been sitting on the counter and hadn't been used. Here is a stamp and a bit of fabric and stitched across it on a book page. Similar idea here. My friend Katie throws out these little scraps and I grab them, and she has started starching everything, which works out great. And I don't know what this was, a bit of a photo, something that was torn. Not sure how well it shows, but it's like a cherub and stained glass behind it. A stamp, American painting, and I think the painter's name, and a bit of orange fabric to pick up their name and just make it pop. Just fun, book page. I must have had a couple different things here because this one's on book page, this one's on ledger paper. Here's another one with that orange fabric, Franklin Roosevelt, a cat, and I sewed around the cat. Can you see those big fun stitches here? Teals and blues and just bits. And you might not think to keep a piece of netting this size, but it was just too cute to throw away. And again here, a tiny piece of foil that would have gone in the trash, a star, and a bit of washi tape that probably got used for something else first and then put on there. So scraps. When you die cut with washi tape and then it looks a little rough, you can sew it into these bits of fabric. If you have quilter friends, tell them to throw their trash in a bin for you. All kinds of fun stuff. Then this card was a strip card and the whole thing was metallics. I had a plan, I had it all laid out, then I got confused and made the whole card with metallics. But you'll see in my jar, I throw those 1/2-inch bits that you cut off here and there, even if they're only 1/2 inch. I put them in here and I keep them. And I think these 3 are what's left. I didn't have a large enough piece of vellum at the beach with me, but this reminded me what my plan was, and I think I'll take a piece of vellum, back this so it tones it down, kind of like that, cover the whole thing behind, and then that'll be a gorgeous card. A gorgeous, gender-neutral birthday card. I need one of those this week, actually. Okay, these were not scraps. They were on my mind, and you may have seen me collecting stuff over time. Kathy sent me, it was a really fun idea, you guys. She mailed me the stamp. I stamped probably 50 of these with different inks and different markers, and then mailed the stamp back to her. Sorry, I was snappy. I kind of got a little obsessed. I picked up the latest Lawn Fawn. I need gator sentiments, so I didn't use You Crock My World or any of the crocodile stuff. On this one, sorry, I was snappy. Oh, snap. Snappy birthday. This is Pink and Main. So I didn't use any of these summer activity type, but I could easily use this guy and trim the ball right off of him. Multi-purpose later if I want. Sorry, I was snappy. These are for an elementary school with gators as the theme. Snappy birthday. Oh, snap. I'm a teacher. What's your superpower? And on these, I use those Stampin' Up! Stars that I got on clearance. If you have any of these, use them, because stickiness was a bit of a problem. And in some places, the adhesive stuck here. This one, or one of them, I had to put a glue dot on. Use them. If you don't have them, don't run out and buy them. I'm a teacher, what's your superpower, but in different colors with green stars. A teacher takes a hand, opens a mind, and touches a heart. These teacher cut-aparts were from my school card pads earlier, and when I do those, they're not for teachers, so I'm avoiding teacher sentiments, but I thought I could use them in here. Then this guy he's the Lawn Fawn stamp. Number 1 teacher, and I have one of each of those gators. Welcome back, it says down here. This is a neat paper because it has like clear embossing on it, so some of it is shiny. It adds some interest. I think I can. I knew I could. That was paper that I picked up, I don't know, somewhere along the way, but some school sentiments, and that's what this ruler stuff is. This guy is a little bit puffed up. He's on some kind of foam scrap. You know how you're die cutting and then you go to clean up a project in a hurry and you have stuff prepped, or you had fun foam. I don't know. Maybe you put everything back where it goes. But anyway, I had some foam to die cut. So this one's also puffy. And thank you. These cut aparts were from this same collection pad. So I was just using them up, and I think these will be great for an elementary school. Then the person has some fun cards to give her staff when she wants to. That is my scraps and more video. I hope that you found some inspiration. If you're trying to use up scraps, I will link to the other video where I showed a ton of stuff I made with scraps. It was in Smash Our Stash. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you're taking time for crafting and relaxing. Bye-bye.